Many videos about how to study Japanese tell you that you have to surround yourself with a lot of Japanese stuff. But many don't really tell you how and where to start looking for good resources to do this efficiently without wasting your time and your money. That's why in this video I want to tell you about different resources and techniques I personally use to improve my Japanese little by little every day. Think consciously in Japanese as much as you can. このファイルはここに入れて、あ、メールが来た。誰だろう。わあ、めっちゃ水飲みたいな。喉すごく乾いてる。あ、ほとんど入ってねえな。じゃあ水取りに行こうか。でももうすぐ昼休みだし、今ちょっと意味がなさそう。まあいっか。後で行こう。もうこんな時間。友達が待ってる。早く行かないと。By thinking in Japanese, you're using vocab you learned before in a useful manner and are actually applying Japanese to real-life situations which can really improve your conversational skills. This website is called Animelon. It's a great website where you can watch anime in Japanese. You can press on any anime you want to watch, choose an episode, and then you can see that there is Japanese subtitles but no English subtitles. If you press on load, you can see all the things that are said in this particular episode. There are also hiragana, katakana, and romaji only translations for those different things that are said. You can also skip through the dialogue directly by just pressing on this button down there. If you press on this button, you can see that you can toggle the different kinds of subtitles on and off. If you press on a particular word, you can see the definition. If you press on detailed, a dictionary will open. One anime I recommend you to watch if you are a beginner is called Polar Bear Cafe. I really think if you are a beginner, you should start reading mangas that have furigana on top of the kanji. Furigana are usually hiragana, which are just displayed in a very little font on top of the kanji. If you know the word, you will understand it even though you may not know the kanji for the word. I have two recommendations for you. My first recommendation, of course, is Yotsubato, because I think this is the easiest manga you can read as a foreigner that is actually available in foreign countries. And it's really amazing because it's from the point of view of a child. So there's a lot of hiragana and not many kanjis. Sometimes when the adults are talking, kanji can appear, but usually they always have furigana on top. So if you are a beginner, definitely start with this. My other recommendation is Slam Dunk. It's a manga about basketball, and it's really good for learning new Japanese expressions because it uses a lot of slang. The slang used in this book is actually used in real life. So many men especially use this kind of speech to talk with each other. So it's really good to actually know how they talk if you want to survive when you go to Japan and talk to friends, for example. I know from experience that when I go to Japan and I meet a friend of mine that actually has a very strong slang, that I sometimes don't really understand what he says. And I really think this book might really help you to get the grasp of different words that textbooks don't really teach you. If you're not into anime or manga, you can also try reading children's books. For example, this one. It's a very easy one, and there are multiple stories inside. It looks like this if you look inside. Some pretty basic kanji with furigana, of course. If the kanji appears multiple times throughout the book, it can be that they will also leave the furigana away sometimes, but usually there are furigana, so it's really easy to read. Finding such an easy Japanese book in your country can be really hard though. That's why I recommend you to go to NHK News Web Easy or webjapan.org to read Japanese news that is specifically made for children or audiences that don't speak Japanese very well yet. Webjapan.org is made for children, which is really good if you want to study some Japanese in a very easy manner. But NHK Easy News Web. NHK Easy News Web. Alright, back to where I left off. NHK Easy News Web is for everybody. What I mean by this is that they are written in a very simplistic style, but the news is actually real news that has to do with Japan and what is going on there. Both of these websites use furigana, but if you don't like furigana, I recommend you to use NHK because you can use a add-on, which I will leave a link to in the description, which you can use to actually toggle the furigana on and off. This is probably the most useful and effective resource on this list. I'm 100% sure that talking and listening to a native Japanese person speaking in Japanese is the best way to learn new words and grammar structures. And nowadays there are many different resources to find people to talk to online. A few of my favorite apps and websites are HelloTalk, Tandem, Easy Language Exchange, and italki. HelloTalk and Tandem are pretty similar. They're basically both apps on which you can look for native speakers that want to learn your native language and then talk to them. On HelloTalk there is also a very interesting thing you can do. You can post stuff. Let's make an example. You can post something in Japanese, and this will be distributed to other Japanese speakers, and if they see a mistake, if something is incorrect, they can correct it into the post. Your mistakes will be highlighted red, and then underneath you can see the sentence they wrote, which is correct. This is a very easy way to really see what mistakes you make. It's also a very handy tool to try out new grammar structures you learned. Listening to Japanese music is also a great way to pick up new words. I will tell you about 2 easy ways to find new Japanese music. One of them is to go on Spotify and then just sort by countries and go to the Japanese charts. There you will have a big selection of different kind of songs you can listen to. One more way to do it is to go on YouTube and then look for a specific artist. Once you did that, you can just look at the recommendation at the right side and just browse through a lot of different Japanese songs until you find some that you like. 2 different bands I recommend you to start from are and Frederick. Both are really great and they're going viral right now in the West. Last but not least, study Japanese every day. That's an easy one. Just do it!